rock, paper, scissors. What's that supposed to be?
It means happy, I guess.
That's not a rock, paper, scissors thing.
Or it could be a phone.
I chose love because like it conquers everything.
Because Hori is love, Hori is life.
Love. Exactly.
And speaking of which, like I said before, this wouldn't be the last time we're talking about Tiga.
Yeah. You're not wrong. And if the purple color hasn't hinted already, today we're discussing Ultraman Rube episodes 5 through 8. And yes, this includes a new form change and a new Ultra. But more importantly, a new form change. No, we're not going to be talking about that long name because it is way too long.
Ultraman Orb Dark Noir Black Schwartz.
That's too long. I'm not going to be saying that. Oh, man. But yeah, so... Yeah, what were your thoughts on these 4 episodes overall?
Pretty good for the most part. Definitely the best episode was when Orb Dark Noir Black Schwartz shows up.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have to say this, like, I feel more engaged this season because it's like, because here you have like a continuous story with consequences and our callbacks to past episodes right away. Yeah. And yeah, we actually get some character focus here too. Namely, Isami has to help out his friend become a Jetman.
Jetto Man. This season's overrated. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just offend a bunch of Jetman fans?
I did not hear what you said. I'm not gonna ask. Okay, but
I said this season's overrated.
I haven't watched it. So I have it on DVD, but I think you probably did piss off a lot of Jetman fans. I mean, look, man. You know, not all seasons can be silly like Car Ranger. Okay, sometimes we need something properly balanced, like Bokinger. Bokinger is a great season. Fantastic season.
As much as I love Car Ranger, Sentai doesn't have to be silly for me. Car Ranger just happens to be my favorite, but that doesn't mean that it needs to be silly and comedic. I can appreciate a serious Sentai too.
Yeah. Oh man, I have to say though, Boom Boomger is really hitting the spot for me.
Boom Boomger is great.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And yes, even the episode with Go on Red was fantastic. And I can honestly say it's definitely better than Clash of the Red Rangers.
Oh, gosh.
Because at least we actually see Furuhara's face.
Yeah.
Unlike Ekadarville, who can't make it because of atmospheric issues. Speaking of atmosphere, yeah, Homegirl wants to make an Icarus suit. It's crazy that she even called it an Icarus suit because we all know the story of Icarus, right? His wings fell off because he flew too close to the sun and melted. Honestly, though, the sun doesn't work that way in real life, but hey, Zeus got mad, Apollo got mad, someone's got to pay. And who's gonna top the bill? Theseus, because he's gonna go to the very place where they try to escape from and wreck the place. Bam. But yeah, Aizen. So he knows that the boys are Ultramen, and all he really does is just criticize everything they do.
In a nutshell, yes.
In a nutshell, yeah. So we get another unique monster design. It's a giant bird, and it creates tornadoes. Yeah, and after following some much-needed advice from their friend, Isami found the Tiga thing. So
the Tiga crystal.
Avatar.
Giga, giga, giga.
Tiga, 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 tiga. It will never stop being funny. Look, man, 4Kids, you put us into this position. Like we're not gonna stop making fun of you for that because it's hilarious. Oh man, can you imagine what a 4Kids dub of Rube would be like?
Get out of my head.
Get out of It's like they shouldn't call this the Rube Show. They should call it the Dark Orb Black Schwartz Show. But isn't that entitled too long? I don't care. 4Kids can afford it, right? Right? I mean, like you have shows like Fighting Foodons and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's 4 words. Yeah, but you forgot the words Ultra and Man. So that's 5 words. No!
Whoa!
Yeah, so they do have the wind form, and by using much needed advice, he just basically goes in the opposite direction of the cyclone in order to negate the tornado. So basically they did the plot of Young Justice season 2.
Yeah.
Where they have to like go to undo the giant storm and whatnot, and then Wally West dies. I don't know if they ever brought him back in season 4. I never finished it. I got bored midway through the Aquaman arc. But yeah. So we have a new form, and Aizen is not happy. But hey, that's a really cool Icarus suit that his friend has. I want to fly with Ultraman. Fly the sky.
We're gonna Tiga take me higher.
That's why we use Tiga, because the Tiga crystal will take you higher. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Now it makes sense. Now, how is Cosmos based on water? That's still gonna.
You mean Ginga?
Ginga, Cosmos, same word, just 2 different languages. I mean, but you're not wrong though. There is an Ultraman Cosmos, so yeah, that's my faux pas. But it's like saying it's like having Kamen Rider stronger than following up with Kamen Rider Tsuyosai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or having Kamen Rider Wind and then following him up with Kamen Rider Kaze. And for the record, there is a Kamen Rider Wind. Very bad name. Very, very low hanging fruit. And he only lasts 1 episode. But he exists. Really? Yes.
Just 1 episode?
1 episode. You're Googling it right now, aren't you?
No.
That means yes. Yeah, no, there's a Kamen Rider Wind, and he only lasts 1 episode. I hate discussing that 1 episode as well as the actual character because I don't know what's worse, the predictability or the shameless drama. Like trying to kill Justin Chadwick at the end of Shameless season 3. But yeah. So now we understand why Tiga is the wind element. Because he will take you using his sky form. And I can appreciate the fact that the wind form for Ultraman Blue is purple, just like technically sky form.
Yeah. Sky type.
Yeah, sky type, yeah. Yeah, or speed. He looked blue when I watched it in the English dub. I swear, he looked blue, man. But it's okay, because Dinah is actually blue. Kinda. Haven't started watching Dinah, because we're watching Rube, and if I watch too many seasons at once, it will give me a headache. That doesn't just apply to Ultraman, it applies to everything. Like, if you watch 2 seasons of Super Sentai at the same time, you're gonna get a headache. If you watch 2 seasons of Kamen Rider at the same time, you're gonna get a headache. Yeah.
Yeah, I mainly just watch one Toku at a time, unless if it's an ongoing show to where I can watch the newest episode weekly and then, binge watch some other Toku.
Yeah. 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 And yeah, so like for me, it's like, yeah, I can only watch 3 shows at a time, and that's what I'm doing right now. But technically that's also not true because I am watching Kiva simultaneously with Gotchard, and honestly, I'd rather be watching Kiva.
Yeah, I haven't really heard good things about Gotchard.
Yeah, like introducing a Kamen Rider that with a very low hanging fruit of a name and that dies in the first episode they show up in.
Wind.
Yes, Kamen Rider Wind is from Gotchard. Let that sink in for a moment. But yeah, this helps us move on to the next episode where we're introduced to a fortune teller. Or is she? Dun, dun, dun. Kawaii Sakebi ga Totoke fly it high again in 3D. No, actually, it's yeah, it turns out it's a police officer that used to harass the 2 boys when they were younger. I'm just kidding. She didn't actually harass them. She was just trying to keep all the kids in check, and for some reason, these 2 in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, if you beat me at rock, paper, scissors, I'll leave you alone. And they've lost. And they tried again, and they lost. Also, there's another game where it's like, look, instruction!
Yep. Look over there.
Where?
Right, left, up, down. Behind you.
Up, down, left, right, beat, 8, start. Yeah, and yeah, they're still playing those games, hence the sister being like, smile! What's that supposed to mean? Because I don't like people winning or losing in this game. I just want everyone to be happy together. Yeah, I think someone's been watching too many phone commercials about... Was it a phone commercial? But all I remember is the slogan was, be together, not the same.
I guess.
Yeah, basically you have anthropomorphic rock, an anthropomorphic paper, an anthropomorphic pair of scissors, and yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And basically the 3 of them get along at the end, so it's like, be together, not the same. Yeah, I'd rather be together at MorphCon talking about Jungle Fury because, oh my god, there are so many Jungle Fury actors showing up this year. My head's gonna spin.
Yeah.
And my wallet's gonna cry too because, oh man, how many people are gonna be signing my DVD? Oh man, that's gonna be insane. Yes, people, I get my DVDs autographed instead of 8x10s. It's my thing. Well, at least for Power Rangers it is. Because... Yeah. Oh, man, I'm going to get so many... and the thing is, I was hoping, like, oh, I'm not going to spend too much money this Morphicon. I'm just going to be a good boy, do some interviews, maybe eat some curry afterwards, and then Scott got to hit us with, like, this Jungle Fury Palooza.
Yeah. Where do you eat curry at?
Oh, literally anywhere where curry's available. Heck, I'll even go to Little Tokyo if I have to.
Yeah. I've had curry before, but I didn't know if there was any place that served curry around Power Morphicon.
I mean, I know there's a ramen place, but they keep changing up their menu every now and then, so I can't even tell if they do have curry there. But either way, you insert SNL reference here. Yeah, you could get curry in Little Tokyo. One of my most favorite curry places did close down, though, which is unfortunate.
Oh,
it was replaced with some kind of Cuban restaurant. But hey, Mr. Ramen's still around. I like Mr. Ramen. They have fantastic ramen. Their curry's pretty good too. But I want a curry from that place though. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, turns out this police officer woman went off on a journey. So basically, she's Dominic from Jungle Fury, and she basically ends up turning into Elsa from Dino Thunder because she's inside a giant kaiju.
Mm-hmm. Mecha Gomora.
Yeah. Also, I really appreciate this one scene in one of these two episodes where like the two brothers are just having a conversation, and then like one of them's an ultra and the other one isn't, and it's like, and then the monster's like right behind. It's like
yeah, in a second.
in a second. No, not right now. Anyways, so you can't just solve things by punching them or thinking them out. What?
Yeah, that was funny. I was just. He just brushes off Grigio Bone just like in a second.
Yeah. So yeah, like we do have a metallic monster, which is a little bit better than what we've seen in the past with the Gojira archetypes, but man, yeah, he's a really tough cookie. Like break the table hard, like like in an episode of New Addams Family. But the two brothers learn to work together again, this time by combining their water, wind, and lightning techniques. So
are they trying to summon Captain Planet?
Basically, they're trying to summon elemental hero Tempest.
Or that.
Yeah. Now combine elemental hero Avion, Sparkman, and Bowman to create elemental hero Tempest. This card game is rather lame. How will I ever obtain total fame? Yeah, no, like freaking the Paradox Brothers. But yeah, so they do manage to rescue what's her name? Homa? I believe her name is
Komane.
Koma, that's right. I was thinking like something sounding similar to Bear. But I forgot what it was. But yeah, Koma. And that did not come out right. But she's hospitalized now. But she's okay, but hospitalized. But okay. She just broke her leg, but at least not her head. And yeah. And turns out she's still in the hospital in the next episode. Who would have thought? So it does make me wonder, does this count as a two-parter? Because in terms of like this one specific character, yes, we have continuity, but at the same time, it's like it's not like the plots are connected or anything.
Yeah, not really. It's still pretty episodic, but connected at the same time.
Yeah. In the next episode, they ruined an opportunity to get like a news story on their store because Isami sees a giant kaiju. It's like, hey, Katsumi, I need you to help me with the kaiju. Right now, I'm doing an interview, but you need to help out the kaiju. Why can't you fight the kaiju? I can't. And that's where we get the scene where it's like, why aren't you fighting? Because I can't transform. Hold on. I need to talk to my brother. Why? I don't know, but I can't control it. Not right now. Can't you see I'm trying to rebuke my brother? Listen, you can't just keep your head in the books. You got to go out there and do it. You got to be tight and loose at the same time. What is it, Bert? Yeah. So they try to do a montage. And it's like, oh, remember when we tried to climb a ladder? What of it? I don't know. We're not going to reveal the second half of that flashback till later when it's convenient. Okay.
All right.
And of course, Aiz is just like watching. It was like, what's wrong with these guys? Like, one of them's not even transformed, and the other one's completely ignoring my kaiju. I canceled a person's birthday party just to be here and destroy these guys, and they're not even showing me the proper respect by fighting my kaiju. They're off having their own separate conversation. These boys are so rude. Maybe that's what
you ignore me.
Maybe that's what the season should be called. Instead of calling it Kamen Rider Rube, they should have called it Kamen Rider Rude.
Don't you mean Ultraman Rude?
Yes, that's what I said and nothing else.
Okay.
That's what I said. Ultraman Rude. See,
How dare you ignore my kaiju?
He even ignores what franchise he's in. See, I made it work. Oh man. Oh yeah. So going back, what were some of your favorite scenes from the previous 2 episodes?
Definitely the kaiju fights. And Mecha Gomora is an interesting kaiju. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like how its whole hand can shoot out kind of like a missile, but it's like chained to the body so it can come back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Machine Dramon. Because like his arm can do that too. No, wait. Was it Machine Dramon or Metal Greymon? Yeah, I think it was Metal Greymon because like he could also shoot out his metal claw and like with a chain. That was pretty cool.
Well, that's interesting how you mentioned that because Greymon actually is based on Gomora.
Really? I did not know that. I gotta look this up. Greymon. I have a hard time believing this. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just have a hard time believing this. Trivia. Where's the trivia page? Come on, where's the trivia? Show me the trivia. Where's the trivia? A lot of video games being listed, but no trivia. Nope, just a bunch of video games. That's sad. I expected more from you, Digimon Wiki. I expected more from you. Maybe
you have failed me for the last time.
We meet again for the first time, Pharaoh.
Yeah. Oh, at first I thought you were going to be Dark Helmet, and then have Lone
yes. At last, we meet for the first time for the last time. Oh man, yeah. Still no trivia on this side either, but at least it's more detailed. But yeah, no, it's like there's something you need to know about us. I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing, which is what you will be.
You have the ring, and I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yeah.
Now let's see how well you handle it.
Franchising!
Merchandising!
Yeah, I love how like George Lucas basically gave Mel Brooks permission to make that movie under the condition he doesn't make merchandise for it. And then he does make merchandise within the continuity of the film.
Yep.
Merchandising.
Spaceballs the coloring book. Spaceballs the flamethrower. The kids love this one. Unfortunately, my parents never got me Spaceballs the flamethrower. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's stupid. That's the kind of password a person uses on his own luggage. Hey, do you have the password? Yes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. That's amazing. I've got the same combination on my luggage.
Now, excuse me while I go change it. Oh, that's a love when
so we went from Ultraman to Spaceballs.
Yeah. If you really think about it, Aizen is basically Dark Helmet. He's got like an Ultraman orb, vinyl, and then he's got like a Pink Ranger doll. It's like
oh yeah,
you will obey me. No, you're an Ultra. I'm a Ranger. We can't be together. And yet somehow your Ultra Magnificence is unbearably seductive. Oh, take me into your arms, Ultraman Orb.
Isaac.
What?
You're kneeing on the bridge, sir.
Yes. And remember, don't bother me. Not next time.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
Good! Oh, man. Good times. Dynamite. But yeah, so Isami, like he visits Coma in the hospital, and she's not in a coma. In fact, so much so she fell down a flight of stairs. And I can't believe how literally I'm using that phrase.
Because she does fall down a flight of stairs.
Yes, on her own, without the help of a husband that we will not speak of. Good thing that doesn't exist here. Good, because this podcast would take a dark turn otherwise. But yeah, I'm genuinely surprised someone fell down a flight of stairs and actually did fall down a flight of stairs. It's amazing. Sad, but amazing.
Yes.
It's like watching Death Becomes Her, except without zombies or mannequins. Yeah. Okay, now where was I before I went off on my favorite Meryl Streep movie, which may I remind you I only like 3 of? Oh yeah, someone fell down a flight of stairs, and then a monster destroyed the hospital. But it's okay, we're still alive under the rubble. So that's when Isamu learns about the second half of the flashback. Turns out his older brother fell down a ladder. Jeez, a lot of people are really triggering my bathmophobia this episode. But it's okay. Isamu saves his brother, which is what he needs to do now. So you got the touch. And of course,
you got the power.
Of course, they combine their powers. One of them uses fire form, defeats a monster. It's weird. Like, you defeat the monster using flame form. It's like, I was expecting like some kind of combination attack you haven't used yet. But okay, it's okay. It's okay. We'll do it next time. And of course, Coma goes off on another journey. Because on that own, that another being a touch you.
And he's gonna be a Morphin Network.
I can't wait to meet Decade because he is the Tommy of Kamen Rider.
And also Kotaro.
Yeah, and also, I forgot. He's also in what's it called? That one series where they're inside a virtual world, and he's still pink. I forgot the name of that show.
Well, I was talking about Tetsuo Kurata, Minami Kotaro.
Oh yeah,
Black RX.
But yeah, what's it called? Honori Gachado. Yeah, but yeah. So she goes off on a journey, and then we find out that there is some kind of sinister plan involving Aizen using 6 of his employees to power a device that looks very orb-like. And by orb, I mean circular.
Yes.
Next episode, we fight another monster, but Isami's too busy flirting with girls. I cannot even stress that enough. It's like, hi, cute high school girls. Oh my god! One of the 2 Ultraman is flirting with me. This is the best birthday ever. Hey, bro, you mind helping me out here? Not right now. Can't you see I'm trying to get us dates for the prom? But we're not even in high school right now, are we? It's never quite clear what grade we're in. So they use wind and fire to create a fire tornado. Yep, a fire tornado. Never have I seen
one of those. Flashes back to Sonic 06.
Never have I seen such a contradictory attack. A fire tornado. Those 2 things cannot exist at the same times. So it baffles me how such a thing could even exist. But there it is, a fire tornado. And of course, Aizen's not happy with this fight either. He's like, "Oh my god, I summoned another monster to defeat these two guys, and one of them's not even taking it seriously. He's too busy trying to get dates to the freaking prom."
So Aizen is basically just criticizing every little thing that they do.
Yeah, basically, he's basically Syndrome. Like he is so obsessed with Ultraman that he is angry when Ultramanning are not manning Ultras.
No.
So he asked the boys to do some kind of errand, which somehow leads them to a suspiciously familiar quarry. And of course, one of them's like, Thank you for letting us carry these boxes for you. Yeah. This looks like the place where the Akiba Rangers showed up. No. I'm pretty sure this is the place where the Kamen Riders fought Great Leader back in 2011. You sure? Because I'm pretty sure that this is the place where Gokai Red fought against Bosco. Huh. Kind of weird how we know all these things about characters from another universe. Yeah, you'd think we would have been completely unaware, considering that they're owned by Toei and we are by Tsuburaya. Yeah, hey, remember that one TV show where the Ultraman from that show went back in time and actually met Tsuburaya? Yeah, didn't that guy look suspiciously similar to one of the crystals we got recently? Yeah, good times. Can you guys stop breaking the fourth wall already? I have something for you. Oh, is it a paycheck? No! These are your grades. This is how well you guys did as Ultraman. And you both got an F. Wait, oh, come on. Like, we did a good job as Ultraman. Like we fought some monsters, we saved some lives, we learned to combine our powers, we did the die shift. Wait a minute, how do you know we're Ultraman? I just do. Also, it's quite obvious. Like, you guys don't even hide the fact that you're Ultraman. Like, and that's part of my grade. Why don't you read the comments? It's like I have to do everything for you guys.
That's basically what it was in a nutshell.
Yeah, so it turns out Aizen's not really Aizen. He's Blood Stark from Kamen Rider Build. God damn it. Will this guy ever go away? It's like,
and he's coming back in Outsiders.
That too. No, why? I'm so tired of Blood Stark. And then we find out he has a brother.
Well, not Blood Stark, but Evolved.
Blood Stark. No, I mean, like, his species name is called Blood. Like, even those other three members of his species are called We Are the Blood. And then his brother, I am the Blood, known as I forgot my name because I'm that forgettable.
But yeah, he basically took over the real Aizen Makoto's body, he inherited a company, and has been basically Seto Kaiba-ing it, in a way.
So what you're saying is, you got an earnest, nerdy-looking guy with glasses become a villain, so he takes off the glasses and slicks his hair back. Where have I seen this before? Boom, 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 boom. Nope, can't think of anything. I'm surely it has nothing to do with a TV show about Grim Reapers wearing kimonos and having giant swords while being named after fruit. And being voiced by Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it turns out he turns into an Ultraman himself. The great Dark Ultraman Orb Black Schwartz.
Ultraman Orb Dark Noir Black Schwartz.
Yeah, Super Mega Kami Ultra Gurren Lagann Chocolate Coated Mega Fudge Super Dark Orb Black Schwartz Dio.
Valentinez,
Skin.
Elka Canales, Sifak Sisi Double Herets. Gumby Gomella, Blue Starver, Talentre Pierre, Andre Charton Hamos, Ivano Vinci, Baldus George, Deutzel Kaiser III.
I don't know where that's from. So yes.
Trigun.
I've only seen a few episodes of Trigun. I'm sure it's a great series, but surely it's nowhere near as good as Zombie Powder. If only Zombie Powder had an anime. You know what? I'm gonna look for those 12 zombie rings just so that I can make a Zombie Powder anime. I'm looking at you, Tite Kubo. I'm looking at you, Tite Kubo. I will make that Zombie Powder anime, and I'll make it better than your manga. By which I mean Bleach. Because Zombie Powder is better than Bleach. This will be my appetite when all the Bleach fans kill me. But yeah, so he turns into an evil version of Orb.
Yes, an Ultraman from 2 seasons ago.
Yep. Wait, was it only 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, I went Orb, then Jeed, then Rube.
Yeah. You know what I can't help but think? Trigger is definitely a sequel to Tiga. And Blazar has motifs similar to Gaia. And Decker, which is between those 2 seasons, looks very similar to Dinah, which is also between Tiga and Gaia. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, well, Trigger was meant to be new generation Tiga. Dinah followed suit by, being new generation Dinah. They were going to make new generation Gaia, but then they decided to scrap that and make Blazar.
Oh, wow. I can't believe I noticed that completely on my own. I guess there really is a 30-second flavor. So now I'm wondering, is Kamen Ultra Ranger Arc gonna be based on Kamen Ultra Ranger Neos?
Perhaps.
Maybe. I still can't get over the fact that Ultra Galaxy has no Ultraman in it, and yet somehow it still counts as not 1 but 2 seasons of Ultraman.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Also, Ultraman's not even the first season of Ultraman. It's actually the 2nd season.
Yeah. Ultra Q was the original Ultra series.
Yep. And that's why we were called the UltraQuest podcast. It's a reference. It's a reference. But I love how Schwartz bat slaps Rosso in that one scene. It's like poser. You guys aren't even using a henshin pose. You guys aren't even using a roll call. You guys are talking too much while I, a dark orb Black Schwartz, am trying to lecture you on how to be proper Ultraman. And
little hypocritical, but okay.
And then he tries to do a special move, and then they try to attack him midway through his henshin. He's like, "Hey, you're not allowed to hit me during my henshin sequence. Don't you know the rules? Baka, 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 baka." It's like, wow, this guy is an Ultra fan, and I'm not trying to make a cute play on words. I mean, he is taking Ultraman way too seriously, and at the very least, Space Sheriff Gavan actually explains, while what you are seeing is a slow motion of the actual transformation sequence, which only lasts 1,000th of a millisecond.
It only takes 0.05 milliseconds to complete the transformation.
But
every single episode of Gavin, Charivan, and Scheider.
So so instead of just transforming, they just automorph in a flash of light, and then they do a flashback of how it happened.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm not a huge fan personally of the whole 3 weeks earlier teaser thing. I feel like, we should start our stories where they begin, not start them where they get interested. Get out. What?
Yeah. Okay. 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 And so, just like any other green with evil type of archetype, the main characters are brutally defeated and cliffhanger. And that's the end of the episode. So, what are your thoughts on episodes 7 and 8? And what are some of your favorite scenes from them?
Well, episode 8. Wait, no, not episode 8. Not yet. I scrapped a bit. Episode 7, and it's all right. It's a pretty good episode. But episode 8 is definitely the better one, considering you've got Orb, Dark Nor, Black Schwartz. He's just criticizing everything that they're doing, basically just being like, "Oh, here, I'll show you how an Ultraman really is."
Mm-hmm.
And then they poke fun at some of the tropes that Ultraman has.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Like, this is probably like some of the best I've seen of Ultraman, because again, my issue with Tiga is that it's very episodic and played really dry. But like here, it's like, oh, they're actually trying to let loose and have a little bit of fun with this, and not in the Car Ranger way, more like in the Boom Boomger way. So,
Ninja.
Yeah, Boom Boomja. They didn't say that in Boom Boomger. They didn't even say that in Go Onger. What am I doing? But hey, at least I'm ahead of the curve. What the heck? Wait, hold on. Zen Kaija Don Brothers King Oja Boom Boomja Next Old Senshi, because I don't know their names. Goju Anniversary. There we go. Oh man, I can't believe Super Sentai is gonna be 50 years old soon. Oh, getting old, Yusuke.
I wonder what they'll do for the 50th.
Yeah, I wonder too. I just hope that they respect the anniversary, like they did with Gao Ranger and Bokinger and Gokaiger. A little bit of Juoger. Zenkaiger didn't really do anything with its anniversary aspect. I think Dawn Brothers felt more like an anniversary season.
Kind of weird how that works out.
Yeah, very weird. I mean, it's like, yeah, you have that one special where Two Kaiser teams up with the two of the Gokaigers, but that's it. It's like, I don't know, one character team up does not make.
Plus me.
And it was a TTFC special, so does it even count? But yeah, no, and Ultraman is also like really close to an anniversary, so I'm curious how this is gonna play out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really like how they play it silly when they need to, straight when they need to. I actually really like how the villain like really hams it up in a way that's actually fun. And then when he becomes sinister, he does it in the way that we need him to be. And he still manages to be silly, but in a tasteful way. I will say this, I think the weakest part of it is Isami, because I feel like he's moping around too much and not actually developing as a character as much as I would like him to. I really feel like Katz, even though they share the bill, Katsumi feels more like the main character than Isami is. And I would like Isami to, be less mopey. It's like, imagine if Deno, instead of it being Ryutaro as Deno, but he needs Momotaro to possess his body, it's like they're two separate main characters that are double billed. and only Momotaro is getting any actual character development while Ryutaro's just moping around 24/7. That would be terrible. But that's just how it feels, man. Like and again, it's like I don't hate the season yet. It's pretty good so far. I definitely like these 4 episodes better than the previous 4 episodes, no question about that. But again, Isumi feels weaker as a character, and at that point, I'd rather have the sister just become the Ultraman instead of him.
Yeah, Katsumi definitely does feel like more like the main character than what, or at least it leans more towards him than it does for Isumi.
Yeah. But that does make me wonder why even like market this as a season of like, oh, we have 2 Ultraman this season instead of 1, and they're both equally the main character when one feels more like the main character. Like with Kamen Rider W, it never felt like Shotaro was more important than Philip. Even though Shotaro was the main body, and yeah, he would carry the plot further down when, well, I'm not going to spoil things that happen in W, but at no point did it feel like one was more important than the other. They both contributed equally in ways that the other couldn't. So when they teamed up, it's like it really felt like they were teaming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here it's like it really does feel like Katsumi is doing more work, especially since in episode 7, Blue's just moping around all the time. And then in episode 8, he's too busy flirting with girls instead of helping out his brother. And the thing is, based on their personalities, you'd think Katsumi would be the one that would be flirting with girls instead of Isumi. So it's kind of like watching the movie Shazam, where Billy Batson feels like he's the more mature character, while Captain Marvel is the juvenile character, even though it's supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah.
That's basically how it feels. But yeah, as far as these episodes go, I'd say 9, 8, 8, 10.
Yeah, basically. I, for the most part, agree. 9, 7, 8, and 10.
Yeah, because episode 8, aside from the flirting, just sheer perfection. Heck, I'd be down to watch the episode again tonight after we're done with this podcast, because episode 8 was that fun. Let's hope episode 9 follows through on that, because we're clearly going to get a new form.
Mm-hmm.
Based on Victory?
Yes.
Okay. I don't recall what season Victory's from.
Ginga S.
Ginga S. Okay. Again, I only saw the first 3 episodes of the original Ginga. All I know is that starting the Heisei era, there's Tiga, Dyna, Gaia, Neos, Cosmos Nexus, Max, Mebius, Ultra 7X, Ultra Galaxy Neo, because Never Ending Odyssey. See what I did there? Ginga, Ginga S, X, Orb, Geet, Rubed, Taiga, Z, Trigger, Decker, Blazar, Arc.
Yep. You are correct.
All right. Now I just got to memorize that. The only thing I know about the original Showa era is Ultra Q, Ultraman, Ultra 7, and then the 6th one is Taro, and the 7th one is Leo, and that's all I remember.
Yeah, Q, Man, 7, Return of Ultraman, aka Ultraman Jack, Ace, Taro, Leo, the Ultraman, aka Jonius, and 80. Okay.
Yeah, and I think there's some other stuff in between, because I know Tiga is season 12 overall, so. But hey, at least unlike Kamen Rider, they kept the season numbers in check. Yeah, it didn't start over with Kuga, and then start over again with 01. Not that I'd have an issue with that. It's just, but it does. It is the one thing that makes Ultraman a little bit easier to keep track of, or harder depending on how you look at it. Oh well. So any final thoughts on these 4 episodes before we move on to the comments?
No, not really. I feel like I've said what I needed to.
All right, let's see the comments. Now we understand why Tiga is the win form, because he will take us higher.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. I still can't get over how unprofessional the siblings are as Ultraman. I know,
Eisen,
right?
is that you?
Eisen? Lol, zombie power is better than Bleach. It is. It is. Of course, we're not going to find out because it got canceled after Volume 4, but it is, as far as the first 4 volumes go, yeah, it is better than Bleach. Oh, man, I gotta know what's going to happen to Elfina's brother. Will Elwood catch up with Gamma and CTC? CT Smith? There we go. I want to know. Will they get the zombie powder? Will they defeat all the bad guys? Gotta know. TT Kubo, let us know if you're watching this. And that's it for our podcast. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. And share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithm. We do Ultraman Rube on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gotchard on Wednesdays, Bakage Sentai Boom Boomja on Thursdays, and we're doing the final season of Kamen Rider Kiva this Sunday. Well, the final 2 episodes of Kiva this Sunday. This week, though, Gotchard is going to be on Friday instead of Wednesdays, so be aware of that. Next week, we're going back to our regular schedule, and we'll find out what the new season of Kamen Rider is that we're going to be covering on Sundays. And you have to attend to our show on Sundays to find out first. And if you forget, ding the bell icon so you don't. And if you want to also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do movie reviews, video game news, etc. Tomorrow, we're closing off Shrek month with Shrek Forever After. Now that Shrek has his happily ever after, will he be happily forever in it? Let's find out. Tomorrow, Tuesday, May 28th, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to check out our personal content,
you can check me out at Axel Ranger on YouTube.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kawato and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKawato. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you had a restful Memorial Day weekend. And when you go back to work, you won't be like super groggy. And have a great rest of your week. We'll see you guys again real soon. And we'll see you later. Bye.